Hello students, this class is for class 10 and today we are going to discuss about some behavior of gases. So before starting the topic of behavior of gases, we have to discuss that what are the characteristic properties of gases. So the first characteristic property is that gases have no shape and no volume. Actually, when we put some gas in a closed container, it occupies the shape and the volume of that container. The second one is that it is homogeneous in nature. That is, gases mixes well with each other. Two or three gases can mix well with each other and they form a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous means concentration is same everywhere. That is, the composition of gases are same in every proportion everywhere. That is a homogeneous mixture. The third property is they follow Brownian motion. Brownian motion means you know that this zigzag motion. Okay, this zigzag motion is that of Brownian motion they follow. Gas molecules are constantly moving and they colliding with each other, and due to the collision with each other, they follow this Brownian motion or zigzag motion. So the fourth property is due to their random motion, they collide with each other and give some pressure to the container wall. Okay, they have some pressure. So gas molecules collide with each other, they follow this zigzag motion, and when they are colliding with each other, they also collide with the container wall, and due to this collision they give some pressure to the container wall and they have some pressure that is known as gas pressure. So why gas pressure are producing? Because they are colliding with the container wall. And the fifth point is it is compressible in nature. You know about that intermolecular distance. This is the intermolecular distance, and this intermolecular distance in gas molecules is very high. Okay, so when we apply pressure from this like this, when we apply pressure, this intermolecular distance lowers, and that is volume lowers, and that is the compression of a gas. So why gases are compressible? Because in gas molecules the intermolecular distance is large, and on application of pressure they are compressed because the gas molecules can approach to each other. And the sixth point is the density is low, and this low density also rely in the fact that their intermolecular distance is large. You know, when intermolecular distance is large, that means the volume is large, and we know that the density equal to m by v, mass by volume. So when the intermolecular distance between gas molecules is large, that means that this volume is large. Due to this large intermolecular distance, volume is also high or large, and due to this large volume, you can see from this relationship that is inversely proportional. So when volume increases, volume is large, then this density rho is low. Okay, density rho is low. So large intermolecular distance, large volume, and hence low density. These are the properties, some characteristic properties. This is the introductory step of gas properties. So what are the measurable properties of a gas? So there are three measurable properties, that is pressure and volume specially, and also depends on temperature. So the variables are pressure, volume and temperature, and we can measure the pressure. How? So you know the SI unit of force is Newton. As we can define pressure, pressure is actually force per unit area. Okay, force per unit area, and the SI unit of this force is Newton, and that Newton is represented as capital N. So area unit, it can be centimeter square or meter square. This meter square is SI unit. Okay, this is the SI unit of force, and SI unit of area is meter square. So the pressure unit, the SI unit of pressure, we can say it is Newton per meter square. It is Newton per meter square, and this Newton per meter square as a whole is known as Pascal. So Pascal is actually the SI unit of pressure. So 1 Pascal, for if I say this is 1 Pascal means 1 Newton per meter square. 1 Newton per meter square. This is the SI unit. And what is atmospheric pressure? We always say about atmospheric pressure. So what is atmospheric pressure? Atmospheric pressure means that air consists of this atmosphere consists of some air, and this that air is giving some pressure over the surface of earth. On the earth's surface, the atmospheric air giving some pressure, and that is known as atmospheric pressure. That is pressure given by air on the earth's surface. So that pressure is represented as atmospheric pressure, and in short we write it as ATM. ATM means atmospheric pressure, that is pressure given by the air that is present in the atmosphere. So it is 76 centimeter of Hg. This is taken as 1 atmosphere is taken as 76 centimeter of Hg. If you take mercury, liquid mercury, and this height is 76 centimeter, temperature should be at 0 degrees Celsius, and where you are measuring that pressure of 76 centimeter of Hg, the gravity at that place should be, standard gravity should be 13.6 9.8 meter per second square. 9.8 meter per second square. This would be the standard gravity. So the two units we have discussed, one SI unit, this is Pascal, and the second is for atmospheric pressure, this is 1 atmosphere, and another unit is torr. The torr unit is actually another unit is torr. So this torr unit is just replace this 1 centimeter of Hg with 1 millimeter of Hg. Torr means 1 millimeter of Hg at 0 degrees Celsius. 1 millimeter of Hg at 0 degrees Celsius. This is another unit of torr. So what is the relationship between atmosphere and torr? So in relationship, atmosphere is related to torr as 1 atmosphere equal to 760 torr. 760 torr. And next unit is 1 bar, and 1 bar equal to 10 to the power 5 Pascal. 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Pascal is the SI unit, and bar is another unit of pressure, and it is known as 10 to the power 5 Pascal. And this is equal to, so 1 atmosphere equal to 1.01 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. That means 1 bar and 1 ATM are related. 1 bar equal to 1 atmosphere. See, these two are same. 1 bar equal to 10 to the power 5 Pascal, and 1 atmosphere equal to 1.01 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. That means these two are same. 1 bar equal to 1 atmosphere. You can say that. So these are some units we can measure the pressure of a gas that is giving due to the molecular motion of gases. So in the next class we will start from the manometer, that is how to measure the pressure of a gas.